Yes, top. And carom. Good catch. What?
Moving on out. Let's do it, sweetheart.
Whoa, careful. Fine. Good. Come on, hot stuff. What's up over there? Slippery, huh? Thank you. Fine. Yes.
Oh, dude.
Yes, good girl. Wow, that girl. She is amazing.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Very sorry, Ken.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I am sorry.
Yes, good girl. Hey.
Did you hear the bell?
Oh, good job. Good job.
Like a winner?
Wait,
Right?
Like, hey, I heard a bell. Let me get him on that spot, actually.
One more.
That was it.
One more.
That was gonna
Yeah,
be
it's
it.
gonna be a hot shit move,
Can't see
CupCake.
that far.
Stealing Lele moves, mine. Wait.
CupCake is rocking that
What's
chair.
up, Sage Paw? What's up?
CupCake,
Yes.
you're rocking that chair.
Guy, catch. Wow.
I know.
Wow. Ouse. Yes.
Whoa.
Mine. Stay right there. Ouse. Dog catch.
Can do.
Oh, you don't know how to do it. Ouse. Wait. Dog catch. Boom. Yes. Good. Great work. Wow. She is awesome. One or two more. One or two more. You ready? Here we go. Ouse. Yes. Wait. Dog catch. Boom. Yes. Good. Wow. Look at her. Yeah! Whoa! Holy cow! Holy cow! That's something else. That was something else. Go, go, go!
Through and flip.
Good. Ouse. Go, go, go. Ouse. Yes, ouse. Up, up, up. Ouse. There. Yes. Good. Good. Ouse. Through. Yes, ouse. Yes. Badass. Go, go, go.
Through and flip.
Good. Ouse. Go, go, go. Ouse. Yes, ouse. Up, up, up. Ouse. Good. Right there. Yes, good. 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 Ouse. Through. Yes, ouse. Yes. Badass.
Hey, hey, what's up? Welcome to the dojo, Slacker Training Sunday. Whole lot of nothing's happening. Yeah, see now, like, see how CupCake's all blown out?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on? How are you, John? John's here. I don't know if anybody else is here. Someone else is here. Yeah. Let me see.
I think it's, is it Sage
Well,
Paw?
that isn't helpful. But that way. Yep, and maybe one more. Yeah, that'll work. You'll be a little out of it, but
That's
CupCake
okay.
should be good. Oh, that's why.
That is why.
I see. We didn't have all lights on.
Nice.
Boom.
Let there be light, CupCake.
Just a little bit, CupCake. All right. So, what do we got? Lucinda, the CupCake. CupCake did some nice work this weekend.
Right.
We went to Purina Farms Saturday to the Toss and Fetch World Finals for St. Louis Club. Saw some people. CupCake and Ken did a fine job. Ken, no longer a hermit, no longer officially a hermit. What do you mean, man? I rode in the car and shit. But yeah, they did pretty good. And then today we went up there and missed our window on the
event stuff?
Yeah, the event stuff, like to go into the building. It was probably a bonus for my guys. But we wound up playing some disc on the field where we were yesterday, so that was pretty cool. And Ken and CupCake did a fine job.
Right.
CupCake was all beastly on her zigzag. She made a couple of big moves. And Meg played, so that was good. Good day.
Good day.
Greetings to you too, Lucinda. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next, oh, it's like 10 days away, right?
Right. Camp is coming up.
So, the agenda for tonight, that's what I'm doing. Trying to navigate, I left Jack hanging too. Hang on, I have to handle Jack here.
When I'll have to pay Meg. See you again.
Let's do that. Let's do. I need to make it easier to call in. I need to do that, push that a little more, I think. Copy link. Copy. Rebrand, copy, rebrandly, boom, title, Dojo 138,
Ken, the spirit of the champion,
in
was summoned
episode
today
138.
at the farm.
All right, so, yep. Here's the link for this week's stream. Hope I got it right, Jack. There you go. Yep, I got it right. So, for tonight, on Friday, I hit on the behavioral concepts.
Right.
I'll pull it up. Boom. And no, I don't want that. I want that. Haha, I got it. So I've changed these from behavioral elements to, or behavioral concepts to primal elements. And I'm also going to make this shit disappear. So we'll just look at the skills or the primal elements. Attention, right? Boom. Attention and targeting. Antonis, can you grab that thing for me? Yeah, that one, right? Boom, pow. Attention, targeting. Dismissal here. Dismissal is how to be on your own and how to deal with somebody who's busy. And I think that's important. That's something that we have to kind of innately know. All of these things are things that we need to kind of innately know. Targeting which, and that one, and following it, and all of that stuff that would come in with targeting and tracking for catching. Initiative is new. I just put that in there. The idea of who is leading and how do we transition between me leading and going and shutting this shit off, turning this down, which I think that should work. And me looking at Antonis and deferring to him and saying, hey dude, that fucking thing is blinking. Why don't you take care of it? And him being able to follow that and us being able to navigate that together, right? For him to follow my lead and for me to lead him properly and vice versa. Those initiative transfers are really, really very important, very, very important. I can't say really, really, very, very too many times on that. That's where things break down. When we lose our dog's attention,
Right.
when we lose track of what's happening, lose the handle on handling the dog. Trigger, what is it that makes it happen? Whatever it is that we're doing, that's the trigger and the concept. How does a trigger function? Things like that. Weight and trigger are the same thing, right? The weight is a potential trigger. The trigger is an actualized weight. So when the weight is, it's the release of the weight is a trigger. And they're really hard to separate. But this idea of I'm gonna do it at that point in time, and this idea that I need to not do anything until it's time. They're kind of different ideas. They're different elements, different primal elements of play. Duration, position, like while, this idea of while, super important for dogs and handlers. Position, relational position, distance position, all kinds of stuff like that. Threshold, here or there, in and out, boundaries, all of those things pretty valuable in terms of handling the dog. And the threshold is part of a spot. The threshold is part of a doorway. The threshold is a big part of the pedestal, right? This idea of crossing the threshold, really, really big deal. And then we have bite, drop, and give, right? And I think, guys, that these 12 things, I think you can play all the games with them. I think they're all the things that we need to know and understand for playing. And so the primal elements here, these primal elements are called for and used in the primal games, right? So where is the trigger? This weight next. Where is the handler? This, that, the other. Which way? Gem and a flash is a linking of all of those. But the give and take is the bite stuff. And so the primal games are where we, very simple expressions that allow us to get experience and allow us to, I don't know, figure these things out.
Right.
Dog, handler, and team. And so this is kind of new. And the attachment to the primal games. These games make these things that happen all the time when we're being successful apparent. These things when we're playing, attention, dismissal, targeting, initiative, who's leading who, that's unclear all the time.
Right.
And if we're rocking and everything's going well, we don't see any of this shit. We do it all the time, right? And we don't see any of it. We don't understand how any of it's happening. So the primal games give us really simple frameworks to explore the primal elements of play. Anyway, there you go.
Nice.
That's new from today.
Nice.
And everybody's doing good. Ken, you are not on the spot. You should go to the spot, Ken. Yes, good man. Good work. Hi, you. Good job. So, Slacker Sunday, doing nothing. Everybody's dismissed, right? We are just free shaping the spot with Ken. Did I miss it?
Right.
I did.
That's okay. We'll do it again.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Do again. Let's see. Plus that. There we go. Yes, good man. I don't know if he quite made it, but I don't really care. Yes, good man. Yes, good man. Watch out.
Watch out.
Yes, good man. So I'm gonna charge up the action on that, right? I'm gonna
That's
charge
what
up.
the marking happens.
Yes, a good man. And I wouldn't call this like inceptive marking because I'm not really trying to. I missed it. Yes, good man. I'm literally just gonna throw and pay, and then once I'm done establishing that that's the thing, and it is, yes, that, I'm gonna rely on that to establish while, right? And he'll be willing to do while, and then at the moment he starts doing while, which he's trying to do right now, yes, good man. I'm a little short, buddy. Should be nailing it. My shoulders. Yes, good man. It's right under you. Yeah, see? Dude, excuse me. I missed that one. I don't know how you want to handle that. You can make her go back, or you can.
I'll take it over.
Either. Yeah. Go ahead and make her go back. Kind of in a stuck spot because Antonis was not doing any work with her, right?
Right.
And she was doing a good job on the pedestal, and you can't now really allow her to go cruise around. Yes, Ken, very good. Spirit of the champion.
Right.
Take the cookie. Take it. But he couldn't very well wait for her, right? You would have been waiting the whole night for the most part, right?
Right.
And it's just because of the way that we happen to be working. So I think that's, I think a lot, go grab her and push her right back on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Two.
Yep, and then leaving, yep. So if, yes, good man, Ken. If you wanted her to do something, you would pay her.
Right.
But because you don't want her to do anything, you establish that return and you disengage, and the uncomfortableness of that antagonistic thing of like, shit.
Right.
Yeah, good man, Ken. Is the Punisher, right? It is the aversive. That's a tough one because nobody wants to jump the dog shit, or you don't even have to jump the dog shit. You just have to be like, excuse me, you have to go back. They don't want to interrupt like that because it's somehow rude.
Right.
Right? And then they wind up not interrupting. If you just matter-of-factly interrupt, apply the pressure, push her back over there, right? Get her up there. When she's up there, you release the pressure and come off, and then that's just the way that it goes. 3-4 times she jumps off, and then she realizes that she's going back.
Yeah.
And it gives you the opportunity to communicate clearly with pressure how things should go down.
Right.
Yeah. Like it's a low intensity, easy to navigate correction, right? Versus trying to do it out in the fucking field tomorrow, right? Yeah.
Right.
Or out there at Purina. Right?
Yeah.
You have to get involved in like trying to stop her from doing something out there. It'd be nice to be able to be like, yo, go.
What's up?
So I've switched to while with Ken now, right?
With no marking, right?
With no marking, yep. And so initially it was mark, physical pull thing. The challenge, can you? And now there's what he would perceive to be like, what the fuck is happening? What is making the thing happen? And nothing is. But he's stuck in that mental pull loop of trying to figure out what's going down, right? And then I'm just going to continue to lay this evidence there that says nothing, bro. Just nice here, right?
It's nice to be there.
And he's doing the head down thing from yesterday or from Friday. Remember he was doing head down and I marked that a couple times?
Right.
So he's going to offer that. And I don't know if you noticed, but when he put his head down, he was like, he looked like directly at me.
Yeah.
Right? Banking on that working. Right? And so now every time I've gone over, I've gone and paid him, right? And so he's jumping up. I can use the excuse of the other dogs. I'll wait a moment, get past the action, right? And then I'll go pay while. And as long as he's down, he's going to be in play. As soon as he gets up, I can pay her. And I don't want to do a lot of this because I don't like the dance.
Right.
I'd rather just lay this down like I did the first part, right? With him hitting and holding. And then me capturing the while and just loading up on the fact that it's got value here. And just rely on that and just hit that a bunch of times, right? And rely on that holding him there. Right. If, on the other hand, I go and I fuck with him, trying to get him to hold through, we're going to have this up, down thing. But I can start over here and turn here, right, and pay this dog. And I can pay this dog. I thought he was going to lie down. And I can start to pay him and pay her. Trying to get the illustration of him lying down so I can. Anyway, he'll lie down, I'll go start walking towards him, he'll jump up, and we'll do that like closer, and he'll be up and down, right? I do this, I get here, I stop. It is actually a nice game to have played.
Right.
Right? But I don't want to play it as my game while slacker training. Right? This is way too active for slacker training. So I don't want to get involved with those things with a border collie.
Right.
And I don't want to get involved with those things with a Labrador.
Right.
Right? Either one. Right? I learn it super, super fast. And it's a habit. Or it takes me a really long time, but once I got it, I got that shit.
Right.
You do not want to be playing around with those guys. You want to get to while
Fast.
and just pound on it.
Right. So you want to...
And don't be involved.
Right.
Right? And that way, the border collie doesn't... He's... Did you see him when I was waiting there that he got off?
Yeah.
He got off
So he could
because
get
I
on.
pounded the on so many
Right.
times. Right? Because this has been happening as a BackChain. It was transparent. The action was memorable. The action was working,
I
right?
need to get on.
And so he was getting off in order to get on.
on.
He had to do that whole thing.
Right.
And that got baked in on accident
Right.
with me trying to get him down. You follow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really common thing. And the slacker training is really set up to ignore that. One of the ways I think about it, you have a field, right? A behavior that you want to have happen, you create a rut that's so deep it can't be escaped. A behavior that must happen always gets paid. Always. It's a good way to establish that rut, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's no simple thing either, by the way. It's
Right.
it's not easy to get that, but you can make that rut super, super deep. When we're doing stuff like this, I want these guys to not have any sense of behavior making shit happen, right? So I don't want to go over the same place twice, right? I don't want to have any real pattern, right? I want to spread myself out as wide as I can across that field, taking a slightly different path each time,
Right.
right? Maybe I always pay in a hip flop, right? That would be the kind of place I'd want to go with what I'm doing.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just continue to pound this and then capture him while.
Right.
And then after he's really dedicated, probably put him on a pedestal because it's more black and white. And then I can walk over and get ready to pay him.
Right.
And dig out. And in a real quick thing of exercising that up, down, and all that dumb shit, right? One little session of that. I don't want to have fucking 3 weeks of sessions like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah.
Like, I want this over and over and over
yeah.
again. And I don't care if every time I come over he stands up. Because every time I'm standing over here, he's laying fucking there doing that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't care that he stands up when I go
Eventually,
there.
he will stop. Like he will see the.
Well, yeah, and as soon as he's super comfortable doing that all the time, when I walk over and get off, what's he gonna do? He's gonna lie right back down, not to make me come closer, but because that's what I do. Right now, when I do it, he's doing it to make me come closer. I'm like employing his agency in the learning. I don't want to employ his agency at all. I want him to have like a visceral response to lying down and being on the mat, right? I want him to feel like, wow, this is fun. Oh, is there something, like, is there a beer here or something? You know, like I want him to have this like feeling about it. Oh, yeah. But I think that trying to get the behavior and trying to hold the behavior You know that that 3 times rule that I have?
Yeah.
That's like 3 times.
Okay.
That's a 3 times.
Okay.
So I have this 3 times rule for when you're working the drop, and the dog gets the idea that drop makes next happen, right? When that's going down.
So he drops.
Yeah. And the dog drops on their own before I cue it. 3 times you can tell the dog to go get it. Only 3. After that, you're not allowed to do that. And the reason is you want to just tell them to go get it. I'm going to do it 3 times, by the way. And then it will be a full, we're out if he stands up, a full disengagement. But I think he'll get it in that time frame. But anyway, there's this 3 times, right? So the dog's running in, they drop early. Oops, I can't reach it. And the dog goes, oh, okay, my bad, and goes out and gets it, right? And then comes back. Funny, I'm hidden behind the thing. 3 times you can, oops, I can't reach it. And 3 times I'm going to walk over here and play this operant game. Right? So I'm going to play it 1 more time, and that's that. No more of that. And that is... that should be plenty for him to get the idea that he has to stay through that.
Right.
Right? Again, I don't want this to be my goal. If I get him to stay while I walk over there, after 10 reps of up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, hot and cold to get there, I'm not getting good work.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's not what we're doing here. And that's going to make it really hard to get the, like, look, like he's going to fucking go comatose here.
Right.
He's like completely passed out. That'll make it hard to get that. So here's my 3rd attempt. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him stay down through a couple of steps. And this is just a consequent response that I'm trying to have with him. When he lies down, the situation will resume. It's so funny. Isn't that amazing, Antonis?
All right.
Isn't that crazy?
He went back on the
to get off so he could get
just
back
because
on.
You marked it like a couple of times.
Yeah. Because that's where it started. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Yep. And I don't want that shit in this. That's the 3rd time I'm going to do that. Now I'm either going to walk over and pay him regardless, or I'll just walk and I won't pay him at all.
Right.
You know, like, I'll go over there and he'll stand up and I won't pay him at all, and I won't care.
Yeah.
And it won't be very long that he gets the idea.
Oof.
But it's hard to give them the idea without giving them the agency. And everyone tries to give them the agency too much. You know, stand up, down, up, down, up, down. I control with up, down. Up, down is how I make my moves in this situation.
Right.
Right? And you don't want that. You don't want anything like that. When you're slacker training, when you want an off switch, when you want nothing to happen, you want everything to be like super, super chill, right? Bang. CupCake. Oh, Ken, the spirit of the slacker. Ken, sloth form, go. Sloth form, go.
Summon the slugger spirit, Ken.
That dog is Meg, Sagepaw.
Right?
That is Meg. Here, oh, dude.
What?
Bad run. We'll plug this in for a few.
Okay.
At least get some kind of dojo cam going. We will. So one of the things that I want to do, I want to hit on the Primal Games and the Primal Elements. I think the connection between the two is going to be nice.
I want to see if she'll jump up on her own. Oh no, that is interesting.
Dude, come on. Thank you. And again, if I don't want anything else, I'm just going to disengage.
Right.
Right? I'm not going to pay.
Yeah.
If I want something else,
So then, if you pay, it becomes this.
we have an initiative, and we have an initiative transfer. We have a moment that's marked. We have a moment that's got value attached to it, has an affect attached to it. It's something.
Right.
Right. When we do it this way, she's off, pressure's on, she's on, pressure's off. Very simple. You know what I mean? And considering that she knows.
Yeah.
And I mean knows like, I can hold this pedestal until you tell me off. I know I can do that. Right? When that happens, and I think that's when you want to be real matter of fact. So that was it. That was it. That was his chance. He's gonna fucking come over and bite me, dude. Did you see that? The spirit of the backstepper. CupCake, hi. I see you. I see you, Meg. That's very good. Thank you. Yeah, and so and I'll come over here and I'll hit her while.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we could have waited until that time that she got up there, right?
Right.
So, do you think he knows that behavior works? Did you see how he laid down there?
Right.
Like he turned around, and he laid down like he was like, dude, I'm lying down here.
Down.
Don't miss that.
Right.
Right? Like don't miss that. You don't want to. You don't want to miss that intelligence, and you don't want to miss that moment, like to be there with him, right? Like that's part of that attunement, right? affective attunement, just being like an appropriate team member.
Right.
Like it's you and me against the world, bro. Right, King? Yes, it is.
Kingdom.
So, and when we do this, and when you observe this, you can start to see how much of his behavior revolves simply around me, right? Like around when I move and where I move, right? Like many things that he does and then hits me.
Yeah.
And he does this and hits me. And I like that one. That one was pretty nice. Right. That one was soft. But the other ones, like when I... He's attuned to my movements, and he's moving to move me.
Right.
And I don't mean border collie style.
Yeah.
I mean like moving within the game, initiative-wise, to move me.
Are those
he's deciding to go, right?
Are those the safe to fail probes?
Yeah, by the dog.
Right.
Yeah, by the dog.
So the dog does safe to fail probes to see what works.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly. And what we're trying to do with the shit ton of value up there is to place so much value up there that he'd be an idiot to do this.
Right.
And it's only when I go and start fucking around, if I would have just kept paying while he was there, we wouldn't be having this discussion right now. Right.
But is this discussion...
I think it's highly relevant for everybody.
Yeah, so it's important to go through that for the dog to go through a stage of...
I don't think it's important for the dog to go through that stage, actually. I don't, the obstinate or the at odds with the goal, I don't think it's necessary to fail in that manner. I think it's necessary to describe it and demonstrate it and show it, right? And to show the end result, right? And so, and in our pursuit of trying to get the behavior, yes, good man. Yes, good man. Wow, that was great. Yes. Wow. Good man. Off. Good man. Like I could crank out the behavior like that. Right. Don't think cranking it out like that is the way to do it because everything's going to go past them. The slacker training idea where he experiences it, right? And while I'm there, I get that's actually doing the work.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's not having my method, my handling, my whatnot, make it happen.
Okay.
You know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Even with the clean training or the hot and cold, on and off, closer thing, that sets up that idea that shit's happening there. And that isn't, when the duration behavior is happening, there's nothing happening. While he's here, it's good. Right?
So we see that as a...
Excuse me. Oh, no collar. Excuse me. Thank you.
So we see that as a duration behavior, but there is actually no duration because you do not call him up there. Right?
Well, no, I am working duration.
Okay.
Right? but I'm working the added value part of duration.
Right.
Right? I'm not working
The on and
off
off
at all.
Right.
I could work off, right? But it's slacker training Sunday.
Right.
And if I start working off, we're going to be doing work.
Right.
Right. And the whole goal is to get this set up so we have this, right? If I have this, I can have the off. If I have the off, then I can start walking forward, and he stands up, and I'm like, dude. And he lies down, and I tell him off, and then he gets his cookie. I have that to balance out. It's like having the give for the drop.
Right.
As that thing that breaks out of the location.
Right.
Right.
And then you get the carry with the drop.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It's similar to that. There's probably a technical term for it. But yeah, I like that. Right. I like that a lot.
His eyes are softer.
Yep.
Like they used
Yeah,
to.
everything's soft. He's like melting into the thing, right?
I am melting.
And that is with those kind of poor expressions of this active work. And again, yes, that is a necessary lesson.
Right.
3, 5, 7, 10 reps total. No more, dude. Like if you have to do that all the time, no.
So in terms of, because let's say that it does happen and you reach those number of reps, so then you should like call the whole thing off and
No, just throw more value on it.
Okay. Oh, so
Just-
you keep
Yeah, just what I did in the middle there when I
Right,
went
right.
to paying more value,
yeah,
right?
right.
And paying him regardless if he bite the bullet. I didn't put enough value there. I haven't been slick enough in walking over here and happening by and dropping it on him while he was still down. Like I didn't have any application of it in
Right.
any other situation outside of this short working thing. Wasn't embodied whatsoever for the dog. Right? When we're done with this, he can do it on a blue mat.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. That's what we learned, right? And I have to do it on several things. I have to apply it to several situations before he has it as something that he kind of knows how to do. That is the spirit of the champion. And capture those moments, right? The crotch and the armpit and the other armpit are where you want your cookies to go. Right, with King, I'm going to put my cookies here to make sure that I push that hip flop. Yep. Anytime Epi should have a hip flop, he doesn't, because he's epic.
Like,
Wow, how exciting.
right. Right.
Super exciting.
It's like a Sunday.
Right? Look at him though. Look at him. He's growing up so fast.
He's summoning the spirit.
The spirit of the salamander. So I would like him to be sharp enough to capture while, and for him to come up and then pay her, pay him hit, and then capture while, which is totally doable.
Right.
Right, but he's coming, I didn't get my cookie. All right.
The spirit.
I need to run off and jump on again.
No.
If I always pay CupCake here, her face will always be there. Whoa, excuse me, dude. So that little intervention there, pretty nondescript, right?
Right.
What happened there? Well, not much. I don't
Not
even.
much.
Yeah, I ran into him and I jumped up here, and that was that.
Right.
And I don't have any. I like corrections, punishers, things like that to be nice and flat, like that. Right.
Like it never happened.
Exactly. Yeah, but it's just a matter of like how we navigate through the house. Nobody remembers that you ran into the door except for you.
Right.
Right? Nobody even remembers that that door opened up in your face except for you. So now you stand back from the door. Right? Or the drapes fell on them, right? Any snafu within the house where they were in the wrong place at the wrong time and they don't go there anymore.
Right.
Right, yeah. I think that that thing is that's the one I want to get. Right? Did you see it?
Right.
He jumped up, he went down, he was still down, right? Didn't even care that he was scanning for cookies, right? He got pegged with a cookie while he was down. You can put her back up.
So, excuse me. Thank you.
Yeah. And I think the idea is really just to feel busted,
Right.
right? Without any of the baggage. Gosh darn it. Without any of the emotional baggage of you losing your shit.
Right.
Or the added thing that you want to add on to it. I don't want those, don't want it to be memorable.
Yeah. It's like it never happened.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Ken. Yes. Good man. Ken. Yes. Good man. Ken. Good man. Awesome. Go do dog stuff. Whoa. And that's a offer
dog
to a
name.
terminal mark,
Right.
and we're good here. And you know, with a proper clicker trained pedestal, we'd already fucking had that shit.
Right.
Like yeah, totally. But we wouldn't have a bunch of other things and a bunch of other capabilities within the structure, right? Like if I just got each of these behaviors and then waited to mark until I offed him, right, it would work.
Right.
I wouldn't, there's not a lot of knowledge in there. Ken, off. Yes, good man. Work. And so at this point in time, I'm going to capitalize on the value. I'm going to get the off to some degree. Didn't take long for that word to resonate, did it?
Right.
Right? He doesn't even have one. How about I get off? Yes, good man. What?
I know this works.
What? Ah, you know it works on a dog catch too, right?
Right.
Yeah. Ken, off. Yes, good. Go do dog stuff. Wow. Funny.
Right.
Yep. And I can do that at any time, right? Like I can work that now. I can work that as the start. I could work with off, right? Yeah, super cool. Good job, Ken.
Good job. Can do.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting, I wasn't planning on working the off with him. What? All right, let's see. Anybody saying any? Nobody's saying anything.
It's because it's Slacker Sunday.
Slacker Sunday.
Everybody's slacker.
All right, so we're gonna do. We talked a little bit about the Primal Games and the elements of play. I will do. Where's the trigger? And this. Wait, next. Maybe this, that, the other with Ken. To demonstrate, I'll pull up these Primal Elements. And the Primal Games essentially move, they have us use the Primal Elements to do simple things. They move our skills around, right? They move them around, and I'm trying to kind of skirting around the Play Plus universe here, which is probably not a Slacker Sunday topic. But anyway, hit the dojo.
Hadouken! Hadouken!
That is you, Ken. You are being summoned by the
So,
Hadouken.
Let me see. I think we got everything. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up this, right?
Nice.
And so over here we have I need to turn that. Hang on, you know what? Give me, put a clock on me. Someone put a clock on me.
CupCake, put a clock on. I got a clock.
Oh, come on, go, 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 go. Come on, go, go, go. Go, go, go. Wow, it's taken forever. The computer is like I'm choking on live stream stuff. There we go. Yes. And boom. Oh, come on, Ron. The clock is getting, we got to be at like 1.5 minutes now. And boom. Yes.
Nice.
That's cool.
Right.
All right, so these are the elements that we are working with. And the Primal Games, I'm going to play Where is the Trigger? We're going to use attention. We're going to use attention. You guys probably can't see. Attention, the orange one. Hand target. Trigger. The wait will happen. We'll get to explore position. Right? And we're going to experience the initiative transfer. When I give the cue, I steal the initiative from the dog. Right? And then once I have the initiative from the dog, Ken, good man, right? I capitalize on it by giving the trigger, giving the initiative to the dog. I pay the dog, I become opportunity, and we repeat, right? So he gives me attention, yes, touch. Yes, good man. So there's the target itself, touch. Yes, good man. Right? The attention is making the cue happen. When he gives attention, touch. Yes, good man. Awesome. Go do dog stuff. Whoa. So that's where is the trigger, right? And that game there utilized attention, and actually I have to do this in another way. Well, I can do it here. It utilized attention here, attention for the cue. So attention became the thing that made it start, right? And that's attention for next. There's this thing that we use within play where I give attention and then you say, all right, by moving on, right? It's when we're connected and you know how we know how to do it together. When we have eye contact, we go, right? So the attention making that happen. That gets embodied there. Me and the dog both experience that. He doesn't know what to do, he gives me attention, right? I mark yes and I tell him the cue, or he gives me attention and I give the cue. And we're both very well aware that his attention made that happen. We have the targeting, right? The hand target. He is touching the hand, finding the target, right? And hitting it with his nose, right? So that's the skill we're working, but he is hearing the cue, touch, and he's trying to figure out where and when it's going to happen. I can put it over here, I can put it over there, I can do it with the right hand, the left hand, in a bunch of different ways. So we're getting to experience that
Right.
primal element. And this, as a primal element, targeting, I have 3 things. Which one? Object discrimination is targeting, right? Which one and follow it, also targeting, right? So targeting has a bunch of crazy stuff that's going on. Initiative, I give the cue. He hears the cue. He doesn't run around like a fool. He doesn't start trying to touch shit. He waits for the trigger. When he hits the trigger, he jumps me because it's his initiative and he's excited. He hasn't scored a bunch of times, right? He hasn't been an amazing athlete all his life and achieved all the time. So he's super excited. So he's going to be boisterous in that initiative. These games give us simple exercises that I'm not invested in, that I can exercise those skills, particularly the initiative transfer. The trigger, where's the trigger? Duh, right? Like, I give the cue, where's the trigger? Bang, there it is. I give the cue, where's the trigger? Boom, there it is. Becomes pretty obvious that's how it works. I want the dog to learn how these primal elements work and how they're tools. When they become tools, the dog starts to use them. I can rely on the dog acting in an appropriate way with the tool that I present, right? And that's important. So with the trigger, where is the trigger? I tell him touch. You notice he's not running around like a fool, right? There's my weight. When we do where is the trigger, it's the ultimate proof that the weight is just a potential trigger. Duration, we didn't really work duration on that one, but there's a difference between duration and weight. The weight releases to a conditioned response. Something I've taught you to do, you'll do that after I give you the weight cue. And we'll both know what that is. That's what weight means. Duration behavior only releases to the release cue, right? It only releases at the finish of the behavior and to the thing that finishes behaviors like that. And that's really important. A weight is about, well, it's a potential trigger. Wait, when do I get to go? When the thing happens, when the trigger happens, right? They're synonymous, super important. So anyway, all 5 of those things, I think it's 5, and then I dismiss the dog, so not really applicable, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of these things got worked successfully.
Right.
To my knowledge, my intent, to the dog's knowledge and the dog's intent. Right? You see that, right? I mean, of course, you're not going to disagree with me. Not sitting next to me. But like you can see that the dog understands that and exercises the interaction that point to him recognizing that.
Right.
Right? He does the things that say, hey, I know how to give you initiative. I want to do the thing, man. Wham. Right? And I want to do the thing, wham, becomes how he gets my attention, not puppy jumping up on me dumb shit. Right? So that's the where is the trigger game. And it covers 6 of these primal elements of play. And it covers them from a very direct and deliberate perspective. If I do this with another skill, I might get other aspects. If I do it with through, I'll get the threshold. As the dog goes through, I'll get the threshold too. Right? I'll get position with another behavior. So anyway, the next one I'm going to play is this weight next. I'm going to pull him off of something. And no, I'm going to do spin and twist to dog catch. Right? He's learning that.
Right.
And I'm going to do this, which is the first trick, spin or twist. And then I will wait him. I'll mark that behavior with wait. He'll freeze. And he'll give me eye contact in order to ask me to tell him to do the next thing. So when we're looking at these things at the bottom of the screen here, you can probably see that he's offering these things as if he knows what's happening. I'm going to ask him to do the spin, and he's going to look at me until I give the trigger. And then he's going to do it. And I'm going to tell him, wait, or yes, wait. And he's going to be like, fuck yeah, awesome. And he's going to wait. And then he's going to say, hey, it's not happening. Boom, he's going to give me attention. He's going to give me the initiative using attention, right? And I'm going to cue and then give the trigger for the dog catch. And all of that shit, including the weight, all 6 of those are going to get exercised. He's going to come up to the hand. He's going to target the spin and twist cue. All 6 of those are going to get exercised and embodied in a skill he's learning in a primal game. And these are going to be the things that he relies on to do Frisbee and life and all of it, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
He's over there like a good man.
Yeah, right?
Right?
Yeah. All right. Hey, shit. What? I'm gonna go sit on. I'm gonna ken him.
Nice.
I should have. My bad. I should have cued him to not to do the thing, because now he's going to come hang out with me, and then he's going to go back. Maybe he'll do it quickly. So he's got a problem though. See, there is a problem, and that's all right. I'll forego it. It is a bummer that I blew that though. All right, so I'm going to do dog catch with Ken, this weight next. It's primal game number 2. And again, we're going to traffic in attention, targeting, attention, and the trigger. The marker, I'm going to give an expectant marker. Wait, or yes, wait. And that's going to allow me to tell him he's correct and to maintain the initiative. I'll talk a little bit about that. And then I'm going to give him the trigger for the next one. He's going to learn to wait as a product of it. And all of this stuff is going to be done very purposefully by both me and the dog. So you're going to get past there we go. Yeah. I'll wait another 30 seconds or 20 seconds here. Ken, off. Yes, good man. What? Right here. Yeah, good work. He was going to go back. He's going back. I know. We're doing the work. We're doing the work. Part of the crew. Part of the ship. Part of the ship. Crew. Part of the ship. Part of the crew. Part of the ship.
Part of the crew.
Funny. It's great, man, that you got those American pop culture references down. That makes me happy.
Oh, dude, you have no idea.
Oh yeah. I do actually.
The spirit of the movie watcher.
I do actually. Yes, it is within you for sure. The spirit of the cinephile is within you. All right. So I don't have a bunch of cookies. I'm going to grab a few more. Hopefully. Oh yeah, Epi's not in here. That's great. I have to be like careful when Epi's in here.
Right?
Yeah. Although nobody else leaves their perch. Ken does. Derp, derp, derp. So I'm going to play this weight next. Right?
Whoa.
Yeah, you can bust her.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Meg.
A big situational change like
Thank
that. And CupCake is probably right in the way. Is that true?
Let me check.
Do I need to move? Dude.
Yeah, her face is.
CupCake.
CupCake.
CupCake, your face.
He wants to steal the spotlight.
CupCake, your face. Your face, CupCake. It's funny. Off. CupCake, off. Good. Up. Good. All right. Ken, spirit of the champion. Let us demonstrate. So, where do I want to do this so you're going to see it best? Attention. I missed it. Attention. Yes. Twist. Wait. Dog catch. Boom. Yes. Awesome. Off. Good. Oh, I'm getting duration here as well with the off cue. He just doesn't know it yet. So I'll take attention. Yes. Spin. Wait. Yes. Dog catch. Boom. Yes. Awesome. Look at you. Oh. Good work, handsome. One more. You ready? Get over here. Ready? Wait right there. Ready? Uh-oh, what happened? Yes. Spin. Wait. Dog catch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what happened? Boom. And now he missed. Oh, yes. Good job. Off. I like them to miss there. Wait. Yes. Twist. Ah, come on, buddy. Wait. Yes. Twist. Wait. Dog catch. Boom. Yes. Good. Off. Good. So he was a little out of position. Go do dog stuff. He was a little out of position, right? And while he was out of position, I gave the cue to do it, right? And
That's actually really good with me standing there, right?
yeah. You standing there and the camera behind him.
Right.
Both of them were a little new, but the oh shit! What did I just say? You sent me off into
because he was a little bit out of position, but he.
Oh yeah. The pattern in what we were doing. He was lined up. He had done the twist, right? I offered the one, and he went for my left hand.
Right.
And he went for my left hand because he missed the trigger, and he saw the whole thing, and he went for it, and he just kind of stuck there. But he missed it. He missed the opportunity. And on the next one, I got the twist, wait, and he kind of ran in front of me, and then he danced out close enough for me to call it. And I was like, dog catch, and he was like, hey, dude, I'm out of position. And I called it, and he was like, ah, shit, I'm late. I'm gonna jump in on the party. And I think that idea is important. You want the dog, if the dog puts themselves out of position, it's okay that they're offered the trigger and they miss it. Gives them a reason to be in position. Right? So within that primal game, attention started everything. We dismissed to finish. He was targeting here, right? He was also targeting me and the pedestal, right? The game that we were playing, This Wait Next, is the initiative transfer game. It is the game where we're asking the dog to do one thing, to do it with us, to execute, and then to willingly give the attention and the initiative back to the handler. And for the handler to be competent enough to get the first part of the skill done or get the first skill done and recover and become an opportunity enough to make it worth the dog giving you the initiative. Right? And that this game allows us to really get that. Within this, we work the trigger, we work the weight, and we work duration. Position was going on here as well. I would argue that threshold happened in the twist and in the dog catch itself. Bite, drop, give weren't relevant. So there we are with nine of these primal elements of play. By the way, these are elements of play, not just with dogs. If Antonis and I want to do something together, we're using these things.
Right.
You know what I mean? We are using these things. Same way, by the way. So, Primal Games, Primal Elements. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
9 out of 12 with one game.
Yeah. And none of them are like the full expression of it or are going to make you magically better. But when I do this with this, and I do this with another skill, and I do it with a few more skills, now me and the dog, these things have been embodied. Like I've done them. I've done them for this purpose. The dog has done them for that purpose. On the pedestal, on the mat, in the driveway, and in the kitchen. Right? Dog will stay on the grass, won't get on the driveway. Right? Woohoo.
Threshold, right?
Yeah.
He sees it as a threshold.
Yeah, and then those things start to move around, and they become what we apply, right? It's not don't get off the grass. It's which side of this threshold between the grass and the driveway do you want me to be on? Why didn't you tell me?
What's wrong with you?
All right, backing up, rear foot targeting. So we struggled with Meg on this, correct?
Yes
Because
and
she
no.
sat?
Oh no, that's
Oh, Meg backed up like crazy, right?
Yeah, she backs up.
In and in. All right, do you want to start and make me look bad, or do you want to...
Why?
Do you want to come in and either have to rescue me from fucking bad stuff or
I don't
overcome the spirit of the champion?
I will start.
Let's
Meg.
do Meg.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna grab like a...
So we're gonna do backing up with rear foot targeting. I'll pull up the dojo cam here. Wow. Oh no.
Oh no, Meg. Look, King is watching.
Yeah, we don't need to see our faces anyway. All right,
Okay.
so we're backing up here.
This is the dog show. What's...
You can pull that, let's pull that forward just to actually, hang
Okay.
on. Yeah, let's pull it forward just a little bit.
Is that okay?
Yeah, a little more. That's good. CupCake off. Good. CupCake up, up. Chill.
So start.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the channel is in and
Yes.
in. The channel is one behavior. Whoa, CupCake, excuse me. Thank you.
Yes.
Pay,
Good
pay,
girl.
pay. And ask her out of the channel.
Off. Yes.
Yep, and then capture her into the channel.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Good
Whoa.
girl. Whoa. Off. Yes. Good girl. Yes.
Yeah, and you don't have to get her out of the
Yes.
channel all the
Okay.
time. Keep her in the channel most of the time.
Okay.
It's just trying to get that illustrated. Let me see.
Yes. Good girl.
So let's mark with halt.
Okay.
So mark a foot on there with halt and pay, just like a positive marker.
Halt.
Off.
Off.
Yep.
Oh, so now.
Yup.
Okay. Yeah, this is happening. Whoops. My bad.
Excuse me. Dude, you're ruining it. King. Chill.
Something. Yes. Halt.
Yep, and pay, pay, pay. Step back and forward and pay, right? Like you're doing a
Okay.
rock back, forward pay. Don't let her off. Off.
Oh, you mean off?
Yeah, like you would do a pedestal,
Yeah.
right? Like you
Yeah, I
walk,
got it.
walk back, walk
Yeah.
forward. We're gonna get
Halt.
burned. We're gonna get burned here.
Right.
Rock back, rock forward. Yep. Keep her there. And wait. Yep. Rock back, rock forward. Don't go forward. Do not. So when you do this, your goal is to move while keeping her there,
Right.
not to have her stay there.
Okay.
Right here.
Off.
Let me hop in real quick.
Okay.
So when she winds up backing up, halt. Boom. 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 Off. Yes.
Okay.
Right, and I'm gonna halt. Rock back, step back, forward, pay. Rock back, pay. Rock back, step back, pay. Right, and she's obviously on my foot, right?
Right.
So, got that identified. I'm gonna rock back, hold, and pay for the finish. And that's all fucked up for the duration thing. But
it's okay.
you can get that duration on there, like right off the bat, just with that little subtle rocking back and forth. And when you do rock back, step forward, pay,
Right.
you're not trying to get, it's just like the spot with Ken.
Yeah.
You're not trying to get more and more and more. You're trying to get the big value that would make it like, why would I want to jump off right away?
Right.
Yeah, back up, dude. I'm fucking right where I need to be. And then once you have that, then you can take all the time you want. And then the dog screws up and we go right back to it and they nail it.
Right.
When we do that too early, the dog screws up and then lies down and does Meg things
Bunch of
or
shit,
Constance things or epic things or
Right.
whatever. Yeah, whatever their predisposition is to do weirdness.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Let's do a few more. Let's start a little closer, get it repping, and we'll just go back to yes.
Yes.
I was greedy. I wanted
with
the
the whole- Yes.
I wanted the duration as well. Georgios really spoiled me with that.
Okay.
Yeah, with him and Hermes.
Right.
Yeah, that was super nice, man.
Halt.
Yeah, and get that on time, Antonis. It's not praise. Right. The reason she's stepping past it is because your marker timing
Off.
is generic.
Okay. Halt.
Or yes. Yep.
Got it.
Yep, and you have to choose whether you want foot 1 or foot 2. Yes.
Okay. Off.
Yes.
Halt.
Yep. And the timing here on this is that of a click, right? We're
Right.
talking targeting timing, you know, and
Off. Yes.
we because it's just whipping a cookie down and repeat.
Halt.
Good, much better.
Right.
And it's repeat. We miss that and get sloppy,
Yeah.
and then we don't have stability on the pedestal.
Off. Yes. Off.
Yeah, sweet.
Yes.
Come on, CupCake. CupCake.
Dog stuff.
Yeah.
Whoa.
CupCake. Yes.
I guess you guys
Girl.
out of Meg, do not steal.
Go.
No. Meg, up up. Thank you. Your time is up.
Yes. Good girl. Halt. Good girl. Off. Yes. Attention. Yes. I'll pay between my heels. Halt. So, those off. Halt. Those primal elements that are up on the screen right now. Off. How many of them are being worked? Attention. Yes. Halt. Oops. Yes. So we have target as well. We have position inside the channels. Off. We have attention for next. Right? I mean, I'm sure we have a few more. But each of these, yes, can be halt. Can be used to draw attention. Off. Yes. To those things. So I'm not just getting her to back up. Halt. Good. I'm getting her to have halt. Halt. Yes. Yes. Good. Oh. I'm getting her to have a sense of off. All of those ideas.
Right.
I can use these primal elements as each of these are criteria, right? They're markable criteria. When I mark them while we're doing things, I bring them to our attention, dog handler team. And when we bring these things to our attention, we recognize when they're done right. So that marking of the eye contact before I put the cookie down between my heels, it actually means something. The eye contact made the start of the behavior happen, or the start of the chain, the repetition of the whole thing, right? When she gives eye contact while on the obstacle, I give my cue, off, and then she gets off. So now she learns that I look at you and you give me a cue. right? Those are things we can't, how do we get those things? How do we get that message across, right? Except through work, and we're not paying attention to these things because they're kicking ass. The only thing we work on is the target, because that's the only thing that's important. And when the dog looks at us, we put the cookie down. And the next thing you know, we're just putting cookies down, and the dog is hitting the target, right? But none of the things that make it a useful skill are in there, right? We're just putting the cookie down and saying yes sometime around there when the dog is fucking putting their foot on it. And we're doing it and we're repping it out. We look really good in this practice session. How's that going to look when you do it on the driveway to the grass? Right. Or from the living room to the kitchen, right? Anyway, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to do one more. I'm going to bring out Kendu.
Oh,
Kendu has been quiet.
Right?
The spirit of the house mouse. The spirit of the field mouse. King, up, up. You need to do this too. CupCake. Over here, CupCake. Where are we putting you? Over here. Oh, can't put you there either. Okay, CupCake, man up. CupCake. Chill. Nope, chill. Ken, it can be hard. So the lower the pedestal, the more challenging, yes, the more challenging it is to stay on it.
Right.
Yes. Yes. So his attention, yes, I'm going to mark it. Yes. His paw target, I'm going to mark it. His attention, yes. Yes, his paw target. He's off, nothing's going to happen, yes. And then the cookies start happening. And I'm going to do some of this duration work right now. I'll take the eye contact, I missed it. Yes, I'll pay between my heels. Yes. And I'll pay, off. Yes, good man. I'll take the eye contact. Yes, I'll pay here. Yes, good man. He comes off, I'll wait. Yes. Open bar again. I really need to make sure I feed before the stream. Yes, he gets in, down here. Yes, good. Ooh, clever. Clever. Off. Good. Yes, good man. Off, off. Go to dog stuff. Whoa! Whoa. Can do, backing up. Yep, there we go. All right, do we have anything? Do any of you guys have anything else? If not, let's do patrons. Show's brought to you by Patrons of Positive Vibe. Become a patron. Come hang out at the dojo.
Right.
Patrons get access to classes, get access to me, ebooks, other projects. You also get production credits on any big projects I do. So become a patron, support the show, get access to class. Pretty cool. All right. So recap. Primal Games. Traffic in primal elements of play. Attention, targeting, threshold, initiative, bite, drop, give, duration, weight, trigger, come on, position, One more, almost. They're super important things of play. Oh, dismissal. Yep, attention starts with dismissal. Engagement starts with dismissal. So, yep. And the Primal Games traffic in those in a very simple fashion, allowing you and the dog to know what's going down.
Whoa.
And so we slacked off all session until the last couple of minutes here. Hope you guys dig it. I hope you saw like Ken go from crazy man to passed out on his little blue mat.
Right.
We'll see if he gets it in the. We'll set up the group shot in the meme roll close and see if he can hit his cue. Would be the first time actually he hit it last week, but I think it was lucky. So we'll see if we can hit his cue. All right, so I'm going to play us out with Badass Meme Roll number 19. Antonis, all the way from Athens, Greece. Meg, she's also from Athens. She's the weather girl from Athens.
Right.
Yep. So Hero Disc USA, thanks a bunch. Happy to be on Team Hero. All right, here we go.
You are being summoned.
All right, Ken do. Whoa. I admire your initiative, Ken. You have tremendous initiative. King, off. King, off. Oh, how much of a bummer is that?
Right.
King. Good man, Ken. We put hers on the other side?
Who makes?
Yep.
Right.
CupCake.
Meg. Off.
Off.
Dude. Off. No one is going to eat.
CupCake. I see you. Good job. Here, do you want to smoke the bone? There you go. There you go. Smoke the bone, CupCake. All right, get her up there.
Meg. Up.
King. Hold on, chill. Ken, you are ruining the shot. Yes, good man. Look at him.
Oh, dude, look at CupCake.
I know.
Right.
Yeah. Chill. Good. Wow. Ken. Chill.